So let me quickly talk about the 5 building blocks, and each one of these words will start with an A to make it easier. The first building block is the building block of acceptance, because when I'm accepted at a group, it brings security. And all of us, we feed on acceptance. We want to know there's a place where I'm at home, that I can call home, that accept me, that might understand me, but there's a place that will always be mine. It's an incredible scripture in the Bible, in Romans 15 verse 7, that says, let us adopt each other or accept each other as Christ has adopted us to the glory of God. So many people live with their biological parents, but they never feel adopted. Then you get other people that live with parents that were not their biological parents, but they were adopted, because adoption is a heart matter. It's not just a physical matter. So we are there to cover each other's mistakes and weaknesses, because if we don't do that, the spirit of competition and achievement will start growing, where I will show you I'm better than you. I'm in competition, and jealousy will start because I do not feel accepted. The second building block is the block of appreciation, because appreciation says, I tell you what you mean to me. I tell you what value you add to this relationship, and that brings a sense of significance. And all of us, we need to know what we're strong at, what people admire about us, what they see in us, because that helps us to also form a picture of who we are. It affirms the value that we add. Because without appreciation, the spirit of accusation will start growing, where we say, if you don't tell me what I mean to you, I'm going to tell you what I mean to you. After everything that I've done for you, this is how you treat me. And you see in so many relationships how it deteriorates because there's not a spirit of appreciation. The third building block is the one of availability, the one of giving time. Because if I put you in my diary, when I spend time with you, it provides a sense of worth. One day my young boy, 4 years old, started stuttering. And I went to a speech therapist asking them to help me, and she said, do you look him in the eye when you talk to him? And I realized I can't do it. My life is too fast, and he's too slow, and he has to run after me, daddy, 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 and I don't have time to stand and listen to him. And I had to stop, go on my knees, turn around, look him eye to eye, and allow him to speak his heart to me. And in a moment, that changed. How many of your teachers never see your children's eyes? They only see your backside as you stand in front of the blackboard. Because without availability, there will be a spirit of absence. And that spirit of absence will force us to everyone live in their own world. It doesn't matter about the other people. A fourth building block is the one of affection, the one of love, the one of caring for each other, looking after each other. Because if we don't do that, there will always be the spirit of abuse. It's such a pity that society has been robbed of the power of touch, because there's so many negative connotations about that. But we need that. And without touch by people that love us and care for us, there will always be this abuse. Then I'm going to force you to feel loved and touched for a moment, with devastating effects. The last building block is the one of accountability, that says, I have decided to take responsibility to you, but also before you. So I am here to tell you that I look after you, I care for you, and I respect you. And because of that, when I make a mistake, I will ask you to forgive me. Can a teacher or a parent or a leader admit their mistakes? Definitely. I think the power of vulnerability before your people is one of the biggest strengths that you as a leader can have. And you will see how they will forgive as well. So just a quick summary. These building blocks, if there's an absence of acceptance, it will lead to competition and comparison. Absence of appreciation will lead to accusation. Absence of availability will lead to a spirit of absence. Absence of affection will lead to a spirit of abuse. And the absence of accountability will lead to a spirit of apathy where nobody cares about the other people. Peter Beidler has written this wonderful piece. He said, "I teach because I see people grow and change in front of my eyes. Being a teacher is being present at the creation when the clay begins to breathe. Nothing is more exciting than being nearby when that breathing begins. I teach because being around people who are beginning to breathe, I occasionally find myself catching my breath with them."